Playgrounds should always be a joyous place filled with children's laughter, and usually that is exactly what they are. But every so often, someone will catch something so strange or disturbing. From some very creepy and bizarre structures, to very dangerous items, to mysterious creatures that I just can't explain. On today's top 10 list, I'll be covering dark things caught in playgrounds. Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have this creepy doctor statue. This extremely creepy doctor statue was found in a playground in Russia. While I'm sure that it was meant to show children that doctors aren't scary or something like that, the execution certainly could have been better. Not only is this statue just bizarre looking, which adds an extra layer of creepiness, just having a doctor in a playground seems weird to me. Not to mention the fact that I quite literally have no idea what he is supposed to be holding in his hand. And also, his facial features are very confusing to me. All in all, I'm not sure what to make of this one, but I'm sure it has appeared in at least one child's nightmares. In our number 9 spot today, we have a knife. In August of 2020, the Toronto police were called to a playground in the east end of the city after someone found a knife in a playground. An actual knife! I'm not sure why anyone would ever need a knife at a playground, but then to leave it there? I'm not exactly sure if whoever left this knife left it by accident or on purpose, and I'm not even sure which one is worse. Well, on purpose is definitely worse, but if you leave a knife in a children's play area by accident, there are also some issues there that definitely need to be addressed. The police believed that it was just an isolated incident, which is good news, but the fact that no one was hurt and the knife was found by an adult in the early morning is the best outcome for this situation. In our number 8 spot today, we have a ritual. If you were to make a list of things you didn't want to see on a playground, I feel like this one would definitely be on that list. There unfortunately isn't a lot that is known about this photo, but one thing is definitely for certain, and that is that some kind of ritual is going down on this playground. It honestly seems like a playground is the most evil place to do a creepy ritual, so just alone the thought of that is definitely creepy enough, but the addition of how they are standing in the middle of the pentagram leaves me with such an eerie feeling. Like, why stand like that? People don't stand like that normally. Since not a lot is known about this photo, I'm just gonna pretend like nothing extremely sinister is happening. In our number 7 spot today, we have a crime scene. What was most likely a completely normal playground before has turned into something very eerie after what looks like a large fire. Having the crime scene tape around a playground is never a good look, but the charring of the ground and the structure definitely makes it worse. It is unclear what exactly started this fire, but either way, whether it was a person or some kind of accident, it certainly is quite creepy and very frightening. In our number 6 spot today, we have this rusty play structure. These photos come from a playground in Russia, and I feel like I need a tetanus shot just from looking at them. This whole playground is made from recycled scrap metal, which is amazing in theory, but I feel like I would not want my kids playing here. Between how rickety the structures look, all of the rust, and the fact that honestly, I'm not even sure how you would play on some of these, it just seems like maybe this playground is just a lot more fun from afar. In our number 5 spot today, we have these unsettling structures. This photo comes from a playground that honestly just has the creepiest looking structures for seemingly no reason at all. I'm sure the weathering of these structures haven't done them any favors, and perhaps these structures are just modeled after familiar characters in the country where this photo is from, but with no context, these are really strange. I feel like if this was the playground in my neighborhood as a kid, I probably wouldn't have asked to go to the park very often. I have honestly stared at this photo for so long trying to figure out what that one in the back with the really big head is. I cannot figure out what is going on with that one at all. And I think the graffiti that is on whatever the structure is in the front definitely just makes it even creepier when we really didn't need any help with that. In our number 4 spot today, we have this ghost swing. This video comes from the Twitter user Farlina L. Carroll, and it shows a playground at a resort with one really creepy thing going on. There's just one swing swinging around by itself, and not just a little bit, it is really going. There's another swing right beside it, so it can't be the wind that is pushing this one swing seat around. I'll show you what I'm talking about so you can see for yourself. Do you see what I mean about this one being kind of unexplainable? I really am not sure at all how this could be happening or how they could have faked it. The entire video is a full minute long and the swing is moving around like that the entire time. At one point it even picks up in speed for a little bit and then slows back down again. It is seriously very uncomfortable to watch. In our number 3 spot today we have this mysterious creature. In 2016, the video channel Apex TV posted this creepy video that was of a playground, I believe somewhere in Mexico. They caught this very creepy and honestly unexplainable creature on top of one of the playground structures. This creature sees the people and quickly jumps off of the structure and disappears, but luckily not before it was caught on camera for us all to watch and speculate about. Here is a little clip of whatever that thing is. I hate that when it looked at the camera, you could see its glowing eyes because that really freaked me out. The video says that many people believe it is something called the rake. The rake is a humanoid creature in urban legends who attacks humans and usually causes a great deal of psychological trauma. So I just really hope that this is not the creature that's captured in this video. In our number 2 spot today, we have hate symbols. In February of this year, a playground in Palm Coast, Florida saw some pretty disturbing behavior. A mother in the area who often brings her children to that playground got quite the shock one Sunday when she brought her children to play and they were greeted by a bunch of obscene vandalism. The graffiti depicted different hate symbols and vulgar messages, which is truly just disgusting. I can't think of any reason why someone would think that this is okay to do at all, let alone on a playground for children. Unfortunately, the security cameras of nearby buildings weren't able to catch any of this illegal activity, so it's possible that the people who did this will not end up being caught. In our number 1 spot today, we have needles and thumbtacks. In August of 2020, the police were called to a playground in Woodstock, Ontario after someone reported finding hundreds of sewing needles and thumbtacks in a playground. This one is seriously disturbing and really upsetting. They were apparently around on the ground, but also placed on the structures, slides, and swing set, so it's very obvious that it was a deliberate act. I truly can't think of why anyone would want to do something so terrible, but apparently this isn't even the first time that this park has had that issue. I'm just really glad that no one got hurt and that one mom was able to spot this issue before things got worse. The city, of course, closed the park right away and quickly cleaned everything up in order to ensure every child and parent's safety. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Now I'm going to be shouting out some comments from my video with Bree, top 10 dark horoscope predictions for 2021. Lisa Manolis says, well, at least we Leos are at number 1. Lisa, I had to do it. Does a Leo really belong anywhere else? You know what I mean? Kel T says, every Pisces step forward. I'm so sorry, Pisces and Aquaries. There's 12 zodiac signs. This is a top 10 list. It does not mean that I think that you are the worst of the zodiacs or anything like that. It just maybe means that your 2021 is gonna be great. So maybe be excited to not be included in the video. I did feel bad having to exclude you though. I want you to know that it was a moral dilemma for me. Ginger Alden says, everything's super accurate for Gemini, LOL. Yeah, Ginger, Leos and Geminis make a great pair, and most of my good friends happen to be Geminis, so I do know that one pretty well. Alright guys, that's all the comments that I am shouting out for today's comment shout out portion. I have been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And then I'm folding my sweater sleeves down just in case they get in the shot because there's holes in my sweater. Starting off, well, I'm sure it was meant to, why don't you want to go? In our number 7 spot today, we have a crime scene. I don't know why I said it like that. A crime scene. Oh my gosh. In our, oh my god, I almost died. Oh, it actually worked this time. You go, teleprompter. Best $30 I ever spent.